Hello and welcome back to a new video. This week's video is all about my spring capsule wardrobe. It's been a little bit of time in coming and there are a couple of reasons for that which I will explain within the video, but it's got lots of ideas for you for outfits going from casual to smart casual to perhaps a little bit dressier. So I hope you're going to find it really useful. As always, any of the items that are still available I will link down in the description box. If they're not still available, I will try and find you something similar. So hopefully if there are any pieces that you would like, you can find the actual item or something similar. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name's Maria, I'm a personal stylist and I work predominantly with women over 50, helping them to dress with confidence. So if that's something that you're interested, stick with me. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so first of all, a little bit of an explanation about why it's taken a little bit of time for me to get this video done. Now, first of all, we haven't had very good weather, so actually I've been sort of continuing wearing my jumpers and cosy clothes for quite a while. The other reason, which you may well have already guessed, is that I have been losing weight. Now, I want to caveat this by saying that I don't believe you have to lose weight to feel good in your clothes. The reason that I'm doing it and the reason that I want to do it is more for health reasons, really. I had a bit of a blip at the beginning of the year, which I'm not going to talk too much about in this video because I am going to make a dedicated video to that, because a lot of you have asked me about my weight loss tips and what I've been doing. And so I'm going to do a separate video about that. But so that's one of the reasons why I haven't actually been thinking too much about spring clothing, because this is a process. So I have lost some weight. I've lost about a stone so far. So it has made a difference to the things that I'm wearing, because a lot of the spring things that I had from last spring are actually too big for me now. But I do have some other things that I've treasured over the years that I've put away because they got too small, which have now come back into the wardrobe. Because it is a process as well, there's not a huge wardrobe here, and I still have other things which I'm hoping to get back into, and there will be things in this collection that will probably go out. So I wanted to talk about, a couple of people have asked me about what if you're losing or gaining weight, you know, how do you continue to keep a wardrobe going? And there's a couple of things that I want to say about this. The first one is, please dress now to feel good now. So I have bought some new things because they are things that I saw, I absolutely adored them. Having bought them, I've put them on, I love them, I feel really good in them, I feel confident in them. And that's so important. Now, some of these things, which I will point out to you, I think I will still be able to wear even if I lose more weight. So that's not going to be an issue. But also what I want to say is, even if you buy things that fit you now and you feel good in them now and you wear them for this spring or this summer and they're too big for you next year, really it doesn't matter, because either you can have them taken in to fit your new shape, or you can sell them on and let somebody else get wear out of them. But equally, if they're things that you feel really good in and you've worn them throughout this spring and summer, then you've got really good cost per wear from them anyway. And so they've been worthwhile to have them in your wardrobe. And you can't put a price on confidence and how good you feel. So if you can afford to buy a few pieces, and as I said, I will talk about some of these pieces that are things that could stretch either way, then I think it's really worth doing it. Make yourself feel good now and don't wait, joke there, don't wait until you've lost weight to feel good, because you do deserve to feel good now. You deserve to feel confident now. And so that's what I've done. I have bought a few pieces that I know I'm going to be wearing again in the future, and I do feel good about them. So having said all of that, let's have a look at this spring capsule wardrobe. First of all, let's talk about colours, and you'll know that I always think it's really important to have some neutrals in your wardrobe because they go with everything else, and then perhaps pick a couple of pops of colour that you want to bring into your wardrobe this season. And I've said it in the past, I'll say it again, when you do bring in a colour, bring in a couple of pieces of that colour. Even if it's perhaps you've got one top and you've got an accessory that goes with it, because it does help you to sort of expand your wardrobe a little bit. And it means that you haven't just got one thing that kind of sits on its own. And you'll see there are a couple of pops of colour in here, which I've added other accessories and other pieces that kind of pull it together, and also means that I can wear that pop of colour just with neutral colours. So hopefully you'll see what I mean as I go through. So my neutrals in my capsule this season, I've got kind of a collection from sort of creams, ivories and beiges. And then I've also got, thank heavens this year, some chocolate brown, because it is back and you can actually buy it this season. So I do have a few pieces that I already had, but I have added to that this season as well, and I'm so pleased. The one thing that I cannot find is a pair of chocolate brown shoes to go in this collection, which would be ideal. So I've got the creams and beiges, I've got the sort of brown combinations, and then my pops of colour are this kind of mustardy colour, which I've had in my wardrobe for quite a while, so I already have accessories and bits and pieces in this colour. I've also got a lime green in here, which again, I had a few pieces, but I've added to it this season. And then one other colour, which is a bit new to me, I did have one piece in my wardrobe previously in this colour, is this lovely sort of bright blue, and I really like it actually mixed with the browns as well. And you'll see that in this scarf it has actually got kind of a deep rusty brown in there with the blue. So I think this scarf is going to work really well in my wardrobe, and there are a couple of other pieces that I've brought in that blue as well. So let's talk about the pieces that make up this collection. Now, for most of us, for the last few years we've been quite casual, and I know this is something that's quite important to you. I get a lot of messages from people saying, you know, I do dog walking or I do outdoorsy things, and then it may be that I want to go and have coffee with friends, but I don't want to have pieces in my wardrobe that are going to be so dressy that they never get worn. So I wanted to sort of think about having a wardrobe that's got pieces in it that you can dress up or that you can wear in different ways. Now, if you've seen traditional capsule wardrobe videos, they'll quite often have things like a blazer, they'll have a pair of smart, say, black or navy trousers, they'll have a white shirt in there, but I don't prescribe to those kind of capsules because they don't suit everyone. So for me, a blazer doesn't work. I don't have a blazer in this capsule wardrobe. I have tried to get one in a linen this season. I just feel too constricted in a blazer. So my alternative to that is something like this, which if you've watched my videos before, you will have seen this jacket in the past. It's from a brand called Masai. They're a Danish brand, and they do some really good pieces for those of us with curvy figures. They do small sizes, but they do up to, I would say, a plus size 16, 18, possibly even some of their pieces would go to a size 20. But so this is my alternative to the blazer. And this little jacket is the kind of thing that I could put over a dress and wear it quite smartly, but equally I would wear this with a pair of casual trousers or a pair of jeans. Now, because I don't wear blazers very much, I tend to be more of a cardigan person. You'll often see me wearing a cardigan. And so there are some cardigans in this capsule. Now, there are a few that I had already from previous seasons. This is a long line navy one that I had from Pure Collection, which is in linen. Obviously it's old, so it's not one that's available at the moment, but as I said, anything that is from prior seasons, I will see what I can find you that's similar. But this kind of long line fluid knit works really well, and especially if it's a lightweight one. If you're somebody who doesn't like showing off their arms in the summertime, then this kind of thing is perfect because it is lightweight. I've got some other alternatives in here as well and places to shop for them. So I'll often wear something like this. Like with this one, I'm actually wearing a sleeveless top underneath it, but I'm keeping cosy with the cardigan over the top. And this cardigan would actually fit into this capsule, as would everything that I'm wearing today. It's a little bit heavier weight, so I won't wear it probably for too much longer as the weather gets warmer, but this is a great example. And this one again is from Masai. Also from Masai, but you can get these from a brand called Kettlewell, and they do them in lots of different colours. My waterfall cardigan, which you'll know I wear these a lot. Also, I wanted to mention that if you do like some of the pieces from Masai, although they are a Danish brand, if you are based in the US, I did discover that they have bought some Masai into Nordstrom, so you can buy online from Nordstrom. So I will put a link to the Masai collection there for you. And then again, I've got 3 lighter weight cardigans in here, and these again, 2 of them are from past season. This one from a brand called Wrap. They have done a similar thing again this season, and they have done some other colours, and I think they've done a different shape as well, so I will link that one for you. This one is a prior season one from the White Company, but the White Company have done some lovely lightweight linen cardigans this season, so again I will link those for you. And this is actually one of the cardigans that the White Company have done this season. They've done it in this lovely sort of soft pewter colour, or what my mum used to call donkey brown. But it works really well with the neutrals. You can wear it with white, you can wear it with cream, you can wear it with darker browns as well. But it also looks nice with this kind of thing. It works with navy as well. It's one of those colours that you could put with almost anything. And it's a lovely lightweight style. I'm going to pop a picture in here of me wearing this with one of the other pieces that is in this spring capsule, the skirt, which I will come to as well. And then for those days when it's a little bit cooler and perhaps I want to bring in a pop of colour, I've got one of the ponchos from our Capsule accessories collection. These come in 4 different colours. They've got a little bit of cashmere in them, so they're quite nice and soft and cosy. And they're great for just throwing over if you've got a pair of jeans perhaps and a t-shirt and you want to dress them up a little bit. Pop this over the top and then perhaps pop a scarf with it, and immediately you've got an outfit that looks like it's had a little bit of thought put into it. And again, I'll pop a picture in here to show you. Another older knit, this one again in a lovely linen, quite a slouchy shape. Poetry do some beautiful linens and lots of lovely knits for the summer as well. I also get a lot of my little vest tops from Poetry. The one thing I would say is size down in this sweater if you do buy it. This one I bought in a size 16, and it's actually, I could have, even before I lost weight, I could have got away with a smaller versions. Now the cable sweater has really been on trend this season, and a couple of places that have done a linen version. This one is from the White Company. It was selling out quite quickly, but I will put a link to it. Hopefully if you can't find it online, you might still be able to find it in one of their stores. But a neutral sort of cable knit sweater is absolutely perfect because again it will go with anything and everything. And then the last knit that I've got in the collection, this one is this season's. It's from Jigsaw. It's another one of those kind of loose slouchy knits, and this one I just thought would go with so many different things in my wardrobe. It's perfect for if you have got a little bit of a tummy and you just want to sit it on the top of a skirt, for example, to conceal that bit of tummy. They have done it in 2 colours, and they've also done a matching skirt that goes with both colours as well, which makes a lovely outfit. Now I would like to include more dresses in here, but I didn't find anything that currently fit me or that I particularly like. This is an old one. I've had it for a few seasons. You will have seen it previously. Rather than a dress, I tend to wear it more open as a jacket. Again, I'll pop some pictures in here to show you how I wear it. And then the other one that I bought last year, which I think at some point is going to get too big for me, is this t-shirt dress. And of course a t-shirt dress is really handy to have in your wardrobe. I'll pop some pictures in again of me wearing this one last summer and the different ways that you can wear it. It was fairly inexpensive from Marks and Spencer's. I hope they will do another one this season. They have done a similar shape but in a cotton in the bright blue that I've got in my wardrobe, so I will link that one for you. Oh, and one thing that I did want to mention when I was talking about cardigans is a little tip about if you're wearing a cardigan. I quite often find that I get really irritated by the sleeves coming down onto my wrist, and I'm always pushing them up. So what I did was I actually got some of these little Invisibobble things. Now I'm pretty sure you can get them on Amazon. I'll see if I can find a link for them. But what they do is if you wear them under there, you can tuck up the cardigan and pull up the sleeve and it stays put, and they don't cut off the circulation either. They do stretch quite well. The other little tip about this is your wrist is the slimmest part of your arm, so it's really good to show that off, and it kind of gives the illusion of lovely long slim arms. So moving on to the bottoms within the capsule, and I have got 2 new skirts in here. First of all, this lovely brown crinkle skirt, which is from Jigsaw. Now, I mentioned about that I bought a couple of pieces, which I'm quite happy that if I lose some more weight, they will still be fine. And that, in particular, this one, because it has got elastic in the waist. Now, it has got a zip as well, but that elastic does mean that you've got some give in there. And also, with this kind of skirt, if it does start to get a little bit looser, you can always wear it slightly lower down. So move it down onto the area of your body that is bigger, and then obviously you can put a top over the top of it, or even tuck a top in and blouse it over. So I think with this one and with another one that I'm about to show you, they both have this elastic in the waist. It means that it can extend to my size now, but also as I get smaller, I can still wear them and tuck tops into them. And this is the second one, and I absolutely loved this print. I saw it and I just thought it was gorgeous. And it's got in here this lovely blue that I'm bringing into my wardrobe. But it's also got a little bit of camel, a little bit of cream in there. It's also got black in there. So if I wanted to bring in black, then I could include it with this skirt. And the other thing I liked about it is it's got this sort of drawstring here, so you can change the shape of it a little bit. And the clever thing about this skirt is because of that, this piece sits quite nicely on the tummy. If you have got a little bit of a tummy, it kind of conceals it and you're not sure whether it is the skirt or whether it is actually tummy. I'm going to pop a picture in here of me wearing this skirt because I think this is going to be one of the things that I'm going to wear over and over again. And I could even take it into the winter. It's got a little bit of weight to it, so I would even wear this in the winter with a pair of boots as well. It has got the dark chocolate brown in it. It's also got this sort of reddy brown in here, which works really well with that cardigan. And I can pop that cardigan with it as well, and possibly even that sweater with it. And then as far as sort of putting shoes with it are concerned, I can put neutral shoes with it. I would like to get a pair of brown shoes with it. I can put black shoes with it. But I also have these little shoes, which I bought about 5 years ago, and they were the one piece in my wardrobe in this colour. And so I thought they would go really nicely with that skirt as well. And then I've added one of our Genoa bags with it, which I've got a gold chain belt on at the moment. But again, I could swap that out with one of our bag straps, which picks up on the neutral colours as well. And then the last skirt that I've got in here, again, is an old one. This one's from Whistles. Again, I've had it probably for about 4 years. It fits me again now, which I'm really happy about. And of course, it brings in that sort of mustardy yellow. But of course, animal print skirts are always popular. So hopefully I'll be able to find you something that is kind of similar to this. So moving on, the next thing I'm going to talk about is trousers, and I do love a print trouser. So these you will have seen before. These come out every season. They do have elastic in the back of them, so they have sort of worked when I've been bigger and smaller. They do have belt loops on them as well, so I'll probably be putting a belt on them later on this year. These again are from Masai. They very often do printed trousers, so I'll link what they've done for you this season. Then I have a new pair. Again, this was a case of seeing the print and absolutely loving it. This pair is from Reese, and looking at Reese this season, there are so many things on their site that I could buy. I'm still tempted with this. Does have a matching shirt that goes with it, which I would probably wear open with a little cami top underneath it with the trousers. So I'm still slightly tempted with the shirt as well. But again, because they've got an elasticated waist and they've got this little drawstring, they are something that if I lose more weight, I will be able to still wear. These are the kind of thing that I would wear really casually with a little t-shirt or vest on holiday and perhaps a pair of flat sandals. Or you could dress them up, and I'm going to pop a picture in here of them with a top which I've had for quite a long time, which just goes really nicely with them but makes them a little bit more dressy. And then another pair of printed trousers. Again, these are ones which I've had for years. They were actually from Jaeger when Jaeger was a standalone brand. I don't know if you know, but you can still buy Jaeger in Marks and Spencer's. They now own the brand. They have done some printed trousers this season. I think they might even have done some silk printed trousers as well. So I will link those for you. Then I'm not going to talk too long about these because I mention them so often. A pair of my Eileen Fisher kind of legging type, they call them the straight ankle pant. These are in a chocolate brown, which I got probably about 4 seasons ago, but they have done brown again this season. I'm very tempted by a pair of the silk trousers that they've done. They've also done a lovely long silk tunic. I'll pop a picture in here to show you the outfit, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And another pair of old linen trousers, which again, when my weight fluctuates, I get in them and I don't get in them, but I love them so much that they come out as often as I can wear them. Again, these are something which, because they do have a fixed waistband, they do fit me now fine. They aren't going to be too big for me, but I will tuck something into them once they get that little bit bigger. And then I've actually got 2 pairs of jeans in here this season, which you'll probably be quite surprised by because I don't wear jeans very often. These are an old pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans, which again, I haven't been able to get into for about 4 years, but I now can, and I love them. They are probably my favourite jeans brand. They're slightly cropped as well, but they show the ankle bone, which again is a slim part of your body, so it works really well to show that off. And then I've got a pair here which are just from Marks and Spencer's. They are their cropped slim jeans. Again, they've got lots of nice stretch in them. They're not too expensive, so again, if they get too big for me, I can always go a size down with a new pair. And I have discovered that Marks and Spencer pieces do sell quite well on vintage, so if you have got some pieces that you want to get rid of and you want to get a bit of money back for, that's a little tip for you. I've got some cream trousers in here. Now, there's actually 2 pairs. Again, they're ones that I've had in my wardrobe for years, but fit again now. But a cream pair of trousers is really useful to have in the wardrobe because They're really nice on a summer day to wear quite casually, but equally I like to dress them up with a blouse perhaps to go out in the evening. Now moving on to the final section, which is top. I'm going to keep slotting in pictures for you as we go through of outfits with these different pieces. The first top is the long line tunic, again from Eileen Fisher, again an old one, but as I say, this is a style that they do every season. They've also done a slightly newer version to this now, which is a crinkled silk version. So it's a little bit more fitted. So if you don't want that sort of loose look, I'll pop a picture in here for you. They've done it in a chocolate brown and they've done it in a kind of a navy blue, I think. Right, then we've got more casual linen t-shirts. The first one, this one is new this season, and I bought this because I thought it worked really well with the sort of reddy brown in there, and it also works really well with the skirt. I find their sizing quite generous, so even though my top half is my bigger half, I actually went down a size in the t-shirt as well. That's an older one, but again they've got this in several different colours this season, and the little vests they also do in lots of different colours, so I'll put links to all of those for you. One other new top, and again it's bringing in this sort of pop of lime green. This one's from Jigsaw. What I liked about this kind of knotted style at the bottom here is very flattering and really good at sort of drawing you in and giving you a waist if you don't have one. And if you bought my colour report, which I will link in the description box for you, you'll see that I actually put that together as an outfit in the colour report. I love lime green with brown. I also love it with navy. It also looks good with white and all the neutrals as well. So if it's a colour that you can wear, then you will find pops of it around this season. And then three older tops, which I already had in my wardrobe, but you'll be able to find something similar to these. This one is from Bowden. They did it for several seasons in different colours. It's a kind of silk viscose combination, and it's a little bit sort of silky feeling. I have got a new brand that I'm going to be working with who do some really lovely silk t-shirts and silk tops. They're called Lily Silk, so I'm going to put a link to something similar to this in the description box for you. And then this one was again a very old one, but I thought this would look really nice dressed up with those trousers for a smarter occasion. But equally that sort of soft peachy pink looks lovely with the chocolate brown as well. And then the last one, which you'll have seen hundreds of times, is my good old basic Eileen Fisher silk camisole. And a final shirt. Now, shirts are big this season, and by big I mean as in very on trend, but also big. And they're a great thing to have in your wardrobe because you can wear them just loose like this over a pair of skinny trousers. You can wear them open as a jacket. You can take them on holiday and wear them over your swimwear. This is an old one from Weekend Max Mara that I've had for years, but it comes out every year. It gets lots of wear, and of course it doesn't really matter if you go up or down in size. You'll still be able to wear it. So I'll see what I can find that's similar to this one and link that for you. So that is the majority of the capsule wardrobe. I did do a video on spring accessories, which I will link up here for you, but I've got a few pieces in here which I just wanted to mention. I did mention the scarves, so both of those will go with the colours within my wardrobe, as does that lovely bright blue one. I have actually put some belts into my capsule this season. I'm going to be wearing them again now. Navy blue one which I've got on, and this gold one which came from Bowden. The other place to look if you do want coloured belts is Kettlewell Colours. They do belts in lots of different colours, so I'll link those for you as well. I've got a pair of navy blue wedges that again I've had for a few years, but this is the kind of thing that LK Bennett do every season, but you'll also find them on more budget brands as well. So I hope you found that useful. I hope I've given you some outfit ideas of how you can dress things up and down a little bit. But if you have any questions, do leave them down in the description box. And if you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share it with your friends. Everything that you do like that really does help me keep the channel going. And next week we're going to be going on to the new series which I've been mentioning. The first subject is about colour, so I'm going to be talking about colour in the next video as well. So please do give it a thumbs up and thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.